Welcome back, everyone. Another day of trade reviews in the New York session. I did not trade the PM today, just the AM. So now in the PM session, there was a chance for a setup, but we were still above the 15-minute range. So didn't want to take a low probability trade like a B type setup, right? Just trying to just take A setups and let those ride and compound the account. So we're in the morning, still using the new indicator, new rules. Not done yet coding it. I want to do some changes that I'll talk about in this video. But right now, I am looking at the volume, figuring out where that highest volume candle was and marking that off because we want to see this level be supported if my bias is going to be longs, right? So I see that there's news coming up. I'm not going to trade. I'm going to wait for that news to develop because right now we're in the range. No setup, right? We're in the range. We're below the VWAP. So let's speed up time and see if we could get a bias forming and where we want to take a trade. Now, if there was no news, the setup's about to form right now because we're going to break out of the morning range. We're going to have a little pullback candle that's going to print, and then we continue up after that, right? So right away, I'm like, okay, maybe we're going to fill these gaps. So right there, I would have been in a trade right now. Again, if there was no news, I thought the news was going to do a little more, but we do have more news again. But now I'm like, okay, let's just take the trade now. I think it's settled down enough. We're above the morning range. We're above the VWAP, and indicator is green. So we're going to pop the stop loss underneath the super trend line. And then we are going to do 3 times that risk for our final take profit, which, spoiler, we never end up hitting today, but we still locked in profits. We're still green on the day. Nothing to complain about, right? I'd much rather have a small green day than try to overtrade. For one, take bad trades, or two, try to re-enter to make more money and then end up red, right? So the reason why I built this indicator and this system that I'm using right here is to take my emotions out of my trading and just let it work. So you can see right there, we got partials. Now the super trend line is moving up as these candles close. So I'm pulling my stop loss up with it to slowly take risk off the table. And that's my main focus of how I've been trying to get myself away from the emotions is take these partials and moving the stop loss as wins because we're minimizing our risk and increasing our chances of pulling profit from this trade. We had that one partial, just checking all the things. We had the 2 hit right there. So I don't like how price is chopping around right here, but we're almost risk free. We just need those candles to close so the super trend, we could get behind a tick on that. And now we're risk free, right? So we've already collected $50 and $150 across the 2 accounts. So whatever happens, happens. We're just going to scale this stop loss, trail it up as high as we could go until we either get stopped out or we hit our main profit. And I did want price to kind of chop around like that and keep pushing towards the pivot point and hopefully ultimately to our main take profit. But that wasn't the case. Price literally chopped around, slowly making its way. Sorry. Slowly making its way down. The news is coming in about 2 minutes. And I'm like, okay, maybe we'll get a pop off of this. It's looking good. We might get a pop right here. Well, that really didn't happen. We just kind of flatlined. And if you look at the bottom, the volume, you can see it's all green turning blue now. We have no volume right now. There's nothing going on. And we're just kind of flatlining. And we sat for quite a bit in this trade, to be honest. I think it was a good Well, time's fast forwarded, but I think we're in this trade for another 10 minutes or so before we finally got stopped out. So again, I'm not becoming emotional like, oh my god, I should be locking in profit. Let's scale up and get stopped out. Nope. I've been testing the system week after week of history data, and it's been profitable every week, even with the losses doing these exact rules. I have yet to pull a losing week of trades just sticking with this system. So I'm just going to trust it. My stop loss needs to be here. That's the rule. 1 tick below the super trend green line. Price is still above the VWAP. No, just let it play out, right? Just try to be patient. So I did slow down the time right now, but anyways, it's going to stop us out for claimed another $10. So not bad, right? Like just by sitting, we're able to lock in a guaranteed $10. Hopefully it was more, but it wasn't. And can't be mad. Again, I'd rather have a smaller green day than try to overtrade and have a red day. So it's part of the system. I just need to let the probability play out. And in the PM session, there was price started to drop off and go down towards the morning range, but we were getting into 12 o'clock, closer to 12:30, where I think it was about 12:10 my time on the West Coast. It showed a signal, but it wasn't high probability, and it was getting later in the day, so I just did not want to take it. I was happy with the profits. No need to lose it to the markets, right? So I accepted my small win day. We're still up. It was 180 in the challenge account and 60 in the PA account. So still a payday today, and we're going to come back tomorrow. And now we do have big news going in Thursday and Friday, so need to be a little more cautious. Might be a little more volatile. That's kind of why today maybe is really light in volume. But anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. If I do end up taking trades, I will record, we'll review them, and I hope these help you out. They're really helping me out, to be honest, of just reliving my trades, seeing what I did right and what I did wrong. And if you have the resources to do this yourself, I recommend doing it and then just replay it at like times 15, times 20 playback, so you can see that those trades play out in faster timing. Anyways, again, hope this has helped you out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.